Hi, this is my husband Sean.
Hey.
We're always massaging each other. It really helps with our relationship, especially at like times like now where things are like we're at home all the time, and it's really nice for us bonding to do. So again, let me go over the techniques that we're gonna be doing. So the first thing is effleurage. And effleurage is a Swedish massage throat, and you're doing long fluid strokes. Okay, so you can do that on the arms, you can do that on the back. So that's what effleurage is. And then petrissage, it's milking the muscle. So you're going into the belly of the muscle and you're doing almost like a lifting off the meat off the muscle. You could do it that way. You can also rolling with the heels of your hand. You can do digitally with thumbs or with your fingertips, and that's petrissage. Friction is a little deeper. So when you're thinking about massage, going down to warm up the muscle through effleurage. And you're also using it as a way to assess what area might feel tighter and what area you really want to focus on. So that's going to kind of give you a roadmap. The petrissage is going to kind of help you to loosen that muscle up. So after you figured out where you need to work on, you also want to be able to loosen all those muscles so that you can get the circulation there and get the deeper work done. It's all layers. And then friction is when you're really getting it deep. So if there's an area that you found through the effleurage that you felt there was a knot or an area that needed a little bit more work, that was tight, that area is going to be loosened through friction. So there's different types. There's crust fiber. So crust fiber is you're moving across, right? So I could do that here. I can also just do slowly and just go push right into that trigger point and then glide down. When you think about knots or trigger points, those are areas that are caused by lack of circulation into an area. So where after you've done the effleurage and the petrissage, that friction is you're able to do because you've prepared the muscle to accept deeper work. And then once all that flow is done, you want to be able to do to pull into the area, kind of flush it, and then you flush it out. Like you do, it's like raking, and it's another effleurage, but kind of feathering or raking it out. So let's get started. Hold hands and shoulders and take a deep breath in. So inhale and exhale and inhale. And I'm going to switch your shoulders. So I'm going to start with the left side and I'm going to push down. It stabilizes the shoulder, but at the same time gives like a nicer stretch. And then pulling around the top of the trapezius all the way up to the occipital ridge with my fingertips. So I'm going to give a nice little stretch there. And then let go. And then do that on the other side. And then let go. And then I'm going to think of like a cat, like you're walking, right? So that's going to be compression. You're pushing with the heels of you're walking across with the heels of your hand. And your body mechanics plays a really important part because you need a lot of leverage. You want to think about the top of a shirt. You want to go along the lines You do not want to go into the bones at all, only into the meat of the muscles. And then going into the scalp, I'm going to pull. Do a nice little simple stretch. Lifting it up. And then down. And then I'm doing that petrissage. Circular digital petrissage along the skin. And now I'm going to take my fingertips to the tops of my husband's ears, and then my thumbs are going to meet. I'm going to push down, and this is the governing vessel. It's a traditional Chinese medicine point, acupressure point. I'm going to push down in here, and then slowly release. This is considered the crown jewel. It's a very important point. It's actually a point of consciousness. In this area, if you're in your head a lot, it's really important. It helps to relax stress and mental clarity. And I'm going to shampoo. And then go into the temples and doing that petrissage with my fingertips. And then I'm going to hold into the temple. And a nice hold to release. And then when I get to the ears, I'm almost like I'm rolling a penny. And then I'm going to go back to the shoulders. And then the shoulder bead. Again, this one's different than the compression that we're doing. This one's more like a grip. Like you're kind of pushing and lifting up. Like a stress ball. Think of like you're grabbing a stress ball. And then massage on the shoulders. Like this. 3 times. And then a little bit more oil here. And then I'm going to go that petrissage here. So from the top of the shoulders down to the elbow. To that here. The right side. Now I'm going to clasp my hands. You can see it. My hands are like this, and I'm just going to almost like a grip, like a vice. So I'm going to take that and then go here to my husband's shoulders. And then I'm going to do a tie neck stretch. So this is the tie neck stretch. I face it a little bit. So my elbow is going to go into the tops, into the meat of the muscle, never on the bone. And then my hand is going to go into the nook of his elbow with the arm that's closest to his body. And then with the arm that's further out, I'm going to lift up and glide. And as I'm doing that, this elbow that's in the muscle is going to be pushing down. And I repeat the clasp hands again. And then do a deep petrissage. Actually, I'll also take this guasha and just do. see some redness. Continue that. At the top of the shoulders, there's a point. So if I actually, it's usually the easiest way. If my hands are at the ears and they're pointing down, the middle finger will be at, it's called global area 21. It's a point, and it can just push down. It does the muscles really good for shoulder issues, stress. We hold a lot of that here as well. We push down, and 3 seconds, and then release. You never want to just jump off of the muscle. You want to gradually do a nice circular release, and then gradually lighten the pressure. Perfect. So we're going to do a nice acupressure at the top of the shoulders. And now we're going to do a nice squeeze. So we're going to start with the left side. And we're going to do like a duck. And you can leave your partner's arms on the chair. I'll just show you what just so that it's easier for you to see. I'm going to take from the elbows to the wrist. I'm just going to drag and kind of like letting his arm slide out of my hands. Letting my thumbs down to the wrist. And then acupressure, you can see. And then I'm going to get to the wrists and the top of the hand. I'm going to do just circular digital massage. So I'm basically going from the wrist to the fingertips for each finger. And then I pull. And then when you get to the fingers, you just kind of drag and pull. And then the other hand and the other. Some more oil, and then go to the other side. And that right side. So that hedge massage, that duck. I'm also going to do the fluid duck. So you're lifting, but you're alternating. And then once you get to that elbow here, you're going to glide down. So slide down from the elbow down to the wrists. And then your circular digital down the hand and then pull the fingers. If your partner is sitting on a regular chair and their head's down, you can actually, depending on where you are, you can actually find different ways, kind of get creative on how you're going to work on their arms. One thing you could have them do is sit, depending on how your seat is, have them sit on the opposite side of the chair and lean forward. That's one option that they could do. We're going to do the palmar squeeze. And then the palmar walk. I do one thing with my elbows. So the global area 21, that was a point that we did. That was, we could find the point. It's at the top of the shoulders in the meat of the muscle. I can actually use my elbow to kind of get in there. You want to be aware of their pressure. You don't want it to be too deep. Listen to their breathing. If they're holding, then it's too much. And do some circles. Just glide down to the glutes. And you could do repeat that on the right side. I'm going to find that little under 21 point. Remember, it's right, like if you actually go directly into the middle, you'll feel that point here. And then you're never going to go just, you're going to gradually ease into it. And remember, listening to the breath, being in sync, being synchronized with your husband, your partner's breathing. And then circular. Going never on that spine, always on the meat of the muscle. I'm going down the erector spinae right now. A little bit of the trapezius, and I'm going to slide it down. You also want to be really aware of your body mechanics, because you could injure yourself if you're not aware and not paying attention. And then we're going to do some compression. So we're basically just pushing in to his back, along the spine, to the glutes. So top of the shoulder, you can give a nice squeeze, and then walking down with the heels of your hand. Going to do the deployment to kind of close out. I'm going to do with the heels with my hamstrings. Karate chops. And good. We could also do it here. And then my feathering. Massage. Shoulders squeeze. We'll hold this for 30 seconds. Release. And then a nice feather circle down again. And then those ear seeds, I'm actually putting in 24 karat gold ear seeds. I like to do this as a way of closing, more of a ritual. It's always nice, like even if you're not going to use gold ear seeds, it's also really nice to have a closing ritual to end your massage that kind of makes your massage yours and make it more unique. So kind of think about that and think about what you want to add. I have a new obsession with these ear seeds. Auricular therapy is such a fascinating thing that I'm really passionate about. So I'm manipulating the Shen Men and de-steam for a couple of days. So it's always nice. Whenever we're stressed out, we can always press on those and remember that we got a massage from our husband or our partner. So to close out, remember that you can get this protocol on my website at guashatherapy.com. I also do private one-on-one classes at Nurture. They also have babysitting, which is great because you guys can come up for date night and teach and learn how to massage each other and have a nice day as a family. And my services, booking a massage. If you have any questions about this technique or about anything from the protocol, you can also email me as well. And thank you so much for being part of your life. And it's a blessing. Thank you.